Emergency crews in Taiwan are racing to rescue hundreds of people still trapped in damaged buildings as the island recovers from its strongest earthquake in 25 years. The death toll now stands at 10, with more than 1,000 injured. Meanwhile, the main road linking the county to the capital of Taipei is closed. ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore has the latest.
Urgent search and rescues across Taiwan after that deadly earthquake, the strongest to hit the island in nearly 25 years. Helicopters airlifting 6 workers to safety who were stuck in an open-pit quarry near the epicenter. First responders digging through the rubble of collapsed buildings, looking for more than 100 trapped, while nearly 40 remain unaccounted for. Demolition beginning on teetering buildings deemed a safety risk. Many sleeping in tents outdoors, the walls of their homes cracked. This man saying they don't dare to go home. The emergency response center there saying more than 900 people have been evacuated. The 7.4 magnitude tremors felt across the island, buildings collapsing on their foundations, and watch as nurses here cling to newborn babies as the clinic begins to shake. Morning commuters holding on to what they could as the quake rocked this elevated train car. And dash camera video circulating online showing large boulders careening down the road. A boulder crushing one car. The violent shaking sending things flying off the shelves. Officials saying at least 10 people have died, more than 1,000 injured. Intense search and rescue operations launched immediately. One man holding a red flag out his window to signal for help. Rescue workers and cherry pickers getting people to safety however they can, climbing tilted stairs, holding onto walls, walking down slanted hallways in partially collapsed buildings. First responders scaling giant piles of rubble, carrying a stretcher to rescue this man and his truck blocked on the highway.
And ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore joins me now for the latest. Marcus, where are they in these search and rescue efforts right now?
Well, Diane, they are still right in the middle of this rescue effort that is an urgent one for sure. And as you know, overnight they did have some success in reaching some of the people who were stranded, and but also they sadly found some people who were in the rubble who passed away. But this is an effort that is still unfolding as we speak, and I think it's important to point out that as these rescuers try to go through these buildings, many of them, as you see in the video, they're left teetering at a 45-degree angle. They are still facing the threat of aftershocks, and reportedly, Diane, there's been more than 300 since the pair of earthquakes on Wednesday morning, and so that's something that they are very aware of and are so concerned about as this rescue effort continues.
Marcus, in 1999, 2,400 people died after an earthquake in Taiwan, but seismologists say now Taiwan's earthquake preparedness is among the most advanced in the world. So how did that factor into this earthquake?
Well, if you look at the numbers, as tragic as it is right now, we're talking about 9 people, 10 people at least who've lost their lives, and those families are having to endure that pain, and then you have more than 1,000 people injured. When you compare the numbers, though, to 1999, the progress is there. You see it. These buildings that have now been built to withstand the shaking. The earthquake back in 1999, I think, was a 7.7 magnitude. This one, the first one yesterday, was a 7.4, according to the USGS. And of course, there's no direct comparison because the strength of an earthquake rises exponentially with each point. But these are major earthquakes that have happened, and you're talking about 2,400 people dying in 1999, and right now, as far as we know from authorities, the number stands at 10. So a lot of people are pointing to that being some sign of good news and a successful effort in keeping this part of the world prepared for these earthquakes, because Diane, as you know, Taiwan sits on what is known as the Ring of Fire, one of the most active areas in the world for seismic activity.
All right, foreign correspondent Marcus Moore, thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.